All right. Caitlyn Clark, a.k.a. White Jesus, a.k.a. Jesus Clark, has a double-double tonight in the fourth straight home game win against the Washington Mystics. In your face, White Jesus haters. Christy Size continues to make people wondering, what is she doing? Why is Christy Wallace getting so many minutes? The Indiana Fever has a 5 home or away game streak coming up. Hopefully the Indiana Fever can have this momentum lead on the road. We're going to watch some highlights and talk about it right after the intro. All right, look at White Jesus. White Jesus has hit a mid. She's developing her mid-range game. Oh my goodness, the WNBA is in trouble now. Y'all have messed around and let White Jesus start hitting the mid-range. R.I.P. to everybody that's defending White Jesus, okay? Oh, what's up, boys, girls, he, she, they, them, we, or whatever you choose to identify as? Welcome to the W360. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode of the W360, your new home for all things women's basketball, okay? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Listen, to the returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for spreading the word. I hear that the name is getting out there. The word is spreading. Thank you so much to everybody. And if you are new here, be sure to subscribe to the W360, like, share, comment, do all the things that YouTube likes you to do with new channels so the algorithm is nice to the W360, okay? Oh, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Let's talk about this game tonight. White Jesus. Caitlyn Clark, a.k.a. White Jesus, a.k.a. Money Jesus, a.k.a. Jesus Clark, has a double-double tonight, okay? She was able to score tonight 18 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. White Jesus had 4 steals. Now, she hasn't done anything else. She's proved me wrong because if you guys have been following the channel, you know I used to say early in the season, we know White Jesus doesn't play any defense. We know she doesn't play any defense. But she's continuing to prove me wrong game after game, and I'm proud of you, White Jesus. 4 steals on the season. I think I said earlier this year that White Jesus wouldn't have 4 steals on the season. And she had 4 steals tonight. In your face, haters. In your face. This double-double tonight, she was the first rookie guard to have multiple double-doubles in a season since the year 2007. I was still in high school. That's the last time a rookie in the WNBA has had multiple double-doubles, and White Jesus is here in the WNBA and saving the day. What do you have to say about that? As I said, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 50% shooting tonight. And it doesn't stop at White Jesus. Another person or another team member who had a strong night, Aaliyah Boston, running the floor, 22 points, 8 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston, I'm not sure if she heard the show or not. I'm so glad she took my advice. Good for you, Aliyah. Good for you. She took my advice and started running. She started running and jumping. What I've been asking her to do all season long, she looks to be better in shape. And this chemistry between Aaliyah Boston and White Sheeza seems to be developing more and more. Once they can continue to get this down, this is a team that will literally go to the playoffs this season. Led by these two. And then you're going to have Timmy, who comes back from her injury. People are laughing. People are laughing and saying Indiana might make the playoffs, but this team really has a good chance to make the playoffs. If they keep that 8th spot and continue winning these winnable games, this team can make the playoffs this year. What we've been saying all season, there's no reason that this team should have to settle for having a losing season. You have the generational White Sheezas on your team. You can go to the playoffs. Keep winning these winnable games. So nonetheless, overall, I guess you could say this was a good game. I'm trying to stay positive. The game was way too close for me. It was too close. Why are we in a 2-point game with Washington? Why? Why are we in a 2-point game with Washington? I guarantee you, if you put Washington against South Carolina, out of 3 games, South Carolina could probably win 1. But the reason we're in a 2-point game with Washington is because of these two. These two right here, they still stink. Stink. Why is Christy Wallace still starting? Let alone playing. Everyone that's watching the games continue to ask why Christy Wallace plays. Is there a reasonable explanation? Christy Wallace does absolutely nothing. Nothing to help this team. Even in a win, Erica Wheeler managed to score some baskets tonight. Christy Wallace continues over and over and over to just stink up the place. These two together. If this team does not make it to the playoffs, I will put it on these two right here. And you know what? I'm being nice, but I'm not going to be nice any longer. These 3. Erica Wheeler had 9 points tonight. She still stinks. She still stinks. I'm not letting her off the hook. All 3, they still stink. They still stink. Stinky, dirty diapers. I'm not giving Erica Wheeler any credit for having 9 points in the second half against the worst team in the league, a team that probably South Carolina and UConn can beat. No. The only way Christy Wallace should get any playing time on anybody's roster is if every player in the WNBA gets hit by a bread truck. That's it. That's the only reason she should have any playing time on anybody's roster. She stinks. Christy Wallace stinks. These are minutes that she should not be getting. What is the problem with playing Celeste Taylor? You could play Celeste Taylor. Lexi Hall could get more minutes. Grace Berger could get more minutes. Even Victoria Saxton, you could throw her in there to get more minutes. But why does Christy Wallace continue to play? Why? Everyone is asking. At one point, she was shooting 15% in like the last 3 or 4 games. Christy? Does Christy Wallace have any type of blackmail on Christy's sides or something that no one knows about? That's the only thing I can come up with. That's the only thing I could think of. Christy Wallace has some type of secrets on Christy's sides. Because not only is the minutes she's getting ridiculous, she's starting. Christy Wallace stinks. I just can't figure this out. And I promise you, I'm sitting during the game as she's continuing to shoot. And I get the notion, shooters shoot. Everyone shoot. You're supposed to keep shooting. Stop shooting, Christy. Stop shooting. What are you shooting for? Stop shooting, Christy. You're not hitting. If you were to lower the rim and walk it in front of Christy Wallace and say, here, drop the ball in front of it, she'd still throw it over. She stinks. She stinks. And it's even worse because you have talented players sitting on the bench. Celeste Taylor, Grace Berger, you have them sitting on the bench watching her just run up and down the floor and throw up bricks. Doesn't matter where she shoots from, the corner, the wing, a layup. It doesn't matter. She's going to miss. This is probably the worst player in the league. She may be. Christy Wallace stinks. Awful. That is awful. And Lexi Hall gets in the game. She has a great, but she makes a few great plays. Christy's size. Does this girl have some secrets on you? She has to have some type of incriminating evidence or something on you. There is no explanation as to why you keep playing this woman. None. My goodness. I mean, no one should have to be subjected to that. No one. Nonetheless, overall, Indiana, between the connection between Aaliyah Boston and White Jesus, it's coming along. It's 100% coming along. Aaliyah Boston is running the floor, what I've been asking her to do all season. And people keep they're messaging me and shooting me tweets and things like that. You should apologize to Aaliyah Boston. The things you said about Aaliyah Boston, why don't you apologize to her? She's playing good now. I still stand by what I said when I said earlier this season that she was thinking up the places she wasn't running the floor. Now look, she's running the floor. She is literally making herself visible, running the floor. Let's take a look at a key play where I say, where Aaliyah Boston is doing exactly what I've been asking her to do all season. And look how she is rewarded. Look at this play right here. Right here. Look at Aliyah. Look at Aliyah. Now, guys, at the beginning of the season, Aliyah was the last one down the floor. Look at Aliyah. Takes off. Let's go. White Jesus pulls it out. Transition basket. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. Have I not been saying this all year? If Aaliyah Boston continues to run the floor, it's going to open up. Easy basket. White Jesus is going to see you and find you, Aliyah. So I'm really proud to see that she's getting in better shape. She's in better shape, and she's running the floor, creating more transition opportunities. Now, when Timmy comes back, this can be an up and down the court team. White Jesus is going to find you if Christy Sides doesn't pull her and take her out and tries to play Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler's probably going to chuck it in the audience, but if you keep White Jesus in the game and they run a transition style offense, this team can go to the playoffs. I mean, White Jesus is doing a great job of making this team look a lot better than what it is. Let's just be honest. Ralph Paterno, what's up, Ralph? Says, when is Timmy be back? They don't have, they haven't given a date yet. They said she should be back, and Christy Sides keep changing her answer because she probably doesn't know, just like she doesn't know how to play her team. But Christy Sides said it should be in the next 1 to 2 weeks. She said that 1 to 2 weeks ago. So, you know, we're just taking it day by day. I want to look at some key plays from the game, and then we can come back and talk a little bit more about the game and then other things that's happening around the WNBA right now, okay? Let's look at key plays from the game.
She's got 9, 8, and 5 right now, Clark.
All right, White Jesus is developing that mid-range game. Oh, I didn't mean for it to come back to me. White Jesus, where is it? Is developing that mid-range game. And she's getting more physical with going to the basket. Let's go, White Jesus. Nalissa Smith had a solid game as well tonight. Nice take to the basket.
Did not hit a 3 in the first quarter, the Mystics.
All right.
Clark way downtown.
So this sequence here is where White Jesus had 5 points in a 14-second span. All right, so let's take a look at this.
Did not hit a 3 in the first quarter, the Mystics. Clark way downtown.
Please, 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 let's continue to get more of this. Look how they're running White Jesus off of screen.
Not hit a 3 in the first quarter,
Set
the
that
Mystics.
Screen.
Clark
Pop it.
way downtown.
White
Knocks
Jesus!
down the
In the slot, off a pin down, feet under her shoulders, and launch.
Oh, Clark
White
from
Jesus
the blind
with
side.
The
The steal and a
White
bucket.
Jesus!
5 points. No longer in Washington as Clark feeds it to Boston.
Aaliyah Boston, she missed it, kept going with it, seeing the floor. This is what happens. This is what's happening. Aaliyah Boston is making better decisions because she's not trying to catch her breath. She's not trying to catch her breath. So she's making a lot better decisions on the floor because, you know, earlier in the season, she was and getting the rebound, and she probably couldn't see. Things were blurry because she couldn't catch her breath. But now that she's in better shape, Aaliyah Boston, even when she missed the bunnies, she's being aggressive and she's pulling it back down, noticing the double team, and she's able to dump it off. Just like in this play right here. Let's keep it going.
As Clark feeds it to Boston. Oh, she left it
Stays
short.
with it
Boston
because
with
she
the
can
offensive
breathe.
rebound and the wraparound
There
is
we
Smith.
go.
Gorgeous night to take some photos, get some shots up before you come to the game here this evening. We've got just
All
another
right,
terrific
Washington.
crowd at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. As
Leslie got caught on that defensive play there. She got caught on the switch.
First shot of the second quarter.
All right, White Jesus. Look at her running the floor. She's not gasping for air, so look at her. She's running back. That's all I've been saying, folks. All I've been saying. White Jesus with another steal. White Jesus. Aaliyah Boston running the floor. Here we go. Aliyah running the floor. Look how she's running the floor. what I've been saying all year. She's not running like she has mud in her shoes. All right, Erica
7
Wheeler.
minutes per game here for Eric Tebow as Wheeler turns on.
This is a play that pretty much sums up Erica Wheeler this whole season. I want you guys to pay attention to this. This is pretty much Erica Wheeler. What she's
7 minutes per game here for Eric Tebow as Wheeler turns on the Jets. Hanksler there to deny her and knocked it off a wheel by Jen Hatfield.
Not only did she get blocked, she managed to let the ball hit her in the head, and it went off on her.
As Holt gets inside and reverse.
See what Christy Wallace doesn't do this. Look at Lexi Hall on this play. Goes to the basket, attacks, converts. Christy Wallace, she should be starting over Christy Wallace. Why isn't she? Attacks the basket aggressively. I mean, this is better than Christy.
Carly's saying I want to root for her and I can't do that when I'm playing against her.
Y'all know, like I say,
Mitchell steps
Kelsey
back.
Mitchell gonna get hers.
Kelsey Mitchell.
Kelsey Mitchell is going to get hers, okay? I didn't mean for it to go there. Kelsey Mitchell is going to get hers. I don't care if the fever is down by 30. Kelsey Mitchell going to get hers, and I'm going to continue to call it out. I'm going to continue to laugh. I don't know why when I watch this Fever team play, every time Kelsey Mitchell goes to the basket or shoots, I just start laughing because I continue to stand by it. Kelsey Mitchell has a quota every game. I don't care. Kelsey Mitchell is going to come down and get hers. But she was on fire tonight. She was on fire tonight. I think she was shooting literally. I don't even think she missed tonight. So you can't be mad at it. You can't be mad at it. But at the same time, Kelsey Mitchell is streaky. You know, some games she'll go 13 for 14, and then she'll go 3 for 43. You don't know. But Kelsey Mitchell is definitely going to get hers. Nonetheless, as I was saying earlier, this team is gelling a lot better. They're gelling a lot better. They're looking a lot better. The chemistry seems to be there. I think if Caitlyn Clark and Aaliyah Boston can continue to develop that chemistry, Aaliyah Boston is looking a lot better in shape. A lot better in shape, which is what we were asking Aaliyah to do, to just run the floor, Aliyah. You got a generational player with you playing. We need you to run. Go back and look at my last episodes. We need you to run. Now that she's running, the offense is flowing a lot better. They're able to get it out and go. Nobody was going to continue to wait for you to get down the floor and set up. No. Get in shape, Aliyah, and she has, and I'm proud of you, Aliyah. Now you're helping this team to be in a much better position to make the playoffs. Now look, records are being set. This is the first time the Indiana Fever has won 4 home games in a row since August of 2015. You see what happens when you run and you're in shape? See? Aaliyah, you had 22 points. See what happens when you listen to me? You had 22 points and 8 rebounds, Aliyah. Now the next person we need to listen to us is her. We need you to listen to us, Christy. You shut your pie hole. You stop talking in these press conferences and these post-game conferences, Christy sighs. You shut your pie hole and you listen. We don't want Christy Wallace on the floor. We don't want Erica Wheeler on the floor. And you continue to run screens and flare screens for white Jesus. You shut your pie hole and you listen to me. Christy. You listen. Listen to your audience. Listen to what people are saying. Get her off the team. And then remove yourself next. Shut your pie hole and listen. Seriously. Jeff Woodall, thank you for the super chat. Y'all hating on Mitchell for no reason. She hit some big threes. I'm not hating on Kelsey. I'm not hating on Kelsey Mitchell. I said she's hitting tonight. She's going to hit. What I'm simply stating is Kelsey Mitchell is going to take her shots. She's going to take her shots. I don't care what the game plan is. Whatever the game plan is, Kelsey Mitchell says, forget about it. I'm going to take my shots. I'm not hating on the girl. I'm not. I just think that she has a quota each game, and she sets a goal and says, I don't care what the situation in the game is. I don't care who wins or loses. I'm taking my shots, and I'm getting my points. I really think that's what Kelsey Mitchell's mindset is. I promise you I do. I'm not trying to hate on her. But Kelsey Mitchell, literally, I mean, she launches that thing. She launches it. Lisa G, what's up, Lisa? She's a ball hog. Come on. Yeah. But, I mean, every time I know when she's about to shoot, I'm like, but when she hits, I go, okay, fine. You know, if you continue to hit, hey, more power to you. But I just think her basketball IQ is just a little iffy. Sometimes she takes questionable shots, but she manages to hit them. So you can't say much. I'm just being honest. I'm calling it like I see it. I see her wave off Caitlyn Clark many times. I'm not hating on the girl, but I do see her wave off the go-to player on offense, and she has a point to prove. I'm taking mine. I don't care who wins or loses. I'm getting my points. That's the mentality I think Kelsey Mitchell plays with. I really do. Rhonda Stewart, what's up, Rhonda? I think lucky she hit that. Yeah, I mean, she hit tonight, so you can't say much. But at the end of the day, I'm like, Kelsey Mitchell going to get hers. She's going to get hers. She's definitely going to get hers. And I definitely see her. At one point tonight in the game, White Sheets was like, trying to get the ball to set up the offense, and Kelsey said, move. Literally move. Seriously. Brandon 1050. What's up, Brandon? Says Chelsea take a lot of bad shots. She could shoot you out of her game. Yeah. I agree. Thank you for the super chat, James Fender. Thank you guys so much. I think I saw a few super chats come through, guys. It's multiple screens here. So if you are sending super chats, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't ask for anything. I do this because I love the game and I love giving commentary. So, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Lalika, I hope I said that right. Ramirez, this game was frustrating. What was the most frustrating part for you? I think for me, it was these two. These two right here. Mainly her. Every single time I see the graphic come out, the game is beginning, starting 5. And then you have White Jesus, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Melissa Smith, and Christy Stinky Wallace. And then it's frustrating to watch because when Christy bricks like her 4th shot, what do you see? Erica Wheeler runs to the shot table. So it's like, Erica Wheeler is getting in now. Now we have to watch Erica Wheeler. Nonetheless, Erica Wheeler had 9 points tonight. She had 9 points tonight, but the thing is, it now puts a fear in me to now that her and Christy, Erica Wheeler and Christy are going to probably have their conversation like, yeah, Yeah, see, you getting your groove back. And now we may have to watch Erica on Friday attempt to score 19 points. I don't know if Erica Wheeler scoring 9 points is a good or a bad thing, because now we don't need you getting your confidence, Erica. We don't want it. We don't want it, Erica. We don't want it. Don't you gain any, don't you start coming up with any ideas. None. You had 9 points against the worst team in the league who could probably lose to the best college team. Don't get any ideas, Erica. Seriously. We don't need you thinking nothing. Chris Robato, thank you so much for the super chat. He says the bench can't be any worse than Wallace Wheeler. Exactly. You can play Celeste Taylor. She runs the floor. And Celeste Taylor, and if I'm not mistaken, Celeste Taylor and White Sheets has played on the USA team together. Why don't you let them play, Christy? Get these two stinks off the floor. They stink. All three of them. They're the Doom Squad. All three. Doom Squad. All of them. Get them off the floor. Throw them away. All of them. I agree. Lexi Hall should definitely be starting. Lexi Hall should be starting, and bring Grace Berger, Katie Lou, and Celeste Taylor off the bench. This isn't that hard, Christy. This isn't rocket science. This isn't that hard at all. All right, just to touch on a few things to wrap up with Indiana. Then I want to get into some things that's going on around the WNBA right now. But like I said, this makes Indiana has won 5 of their last 7 games. So again, right now they're in the top 8 of the league, and they are in playoff contention right now. Right now. Hey, you got to celebrate your wins where you can get them, right? They're heading on a 5-game road stretch, starting with Chicago again this Sunday, and then they play on Wednesday as well on the road. I think Atlanta, not Wednesday, I'm sorry, on Friday, and then they play Chicago again on Sunday. Caitlyn, we went over her stats. Aaliyah Boston, 22 points, 8 rebounds. Nalissa Smith had 11 points, 7 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell had her 22 points, 3 rebounds. Christy Wallace, in 18 minutes, she had 4 points, 2 of them from the free throw line, and she was breaking free throws. We got another super chat. Thank you. We got another super chat, guys. Sade, what do you think about Nalissa and Dejanay? Nalissa and Dejanay, I'll touch on that. I'll touch on that in a little bit. Jeff Woodall, another super chat. Thank you so much, Jeff. I'll spend all my money supporting Mitchell. I saw her pass the ball at least once on my TV. Love you. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Love you guys back. Thank you. Jeff, we're going to keep butting heads over this. I see that you like Kelsey Mitchell, and I'm not denying her as a player at all, Jeff. I'm really not denying her as a player. I just think she plays with the intent of, this is my team, and I'm going to get mine. And I just think it throws the chemistry off a little bit. That's all. But I don't think Kelsey Mitchell stinks. I've never said that. I just think her shot selection is just a little bit questionable. That's my whole thing. I just think Kelsey is just a little bit questionable. Kelsey Mitchell will shoot the leather off the ball and dribble the leather off the ball. But when she's converting, I guess you can't say much. But Jeff, you better come and meet me right here after the game. if she shoots and she goes 3 for 47, or when the next time she shoots 5 for 21. So you can't say much tonight. She was hitting, but again, I think her IQ is just a little questionable. And then Kelsey Mitchell, she only had 1 assist tonight. She had 1 assist tonight. Kelsey Mitchell does not pass the ball. Once Kelsey Mitchell gets the ball in her hands, the play is over. The play is over. Doesn't matter. It's 1 second left. The play is over. You know, so that's my whole thing. Pete P, what's up? Pete says you don't win with players like Mitchell. Yeah, I agree. Back to Christy Wallace. Christy Wallace played 18 minutes, 4 points. 4. 2 of them was from the free throw line, and she still went 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 2 for 4. She was breaking free throws. She was 0 for 4 from 3. Christy, please stop shooting. I was literally yelling at my TV, stop shooting. Stop shooting. And you remember at one point, a lot of people was thinking like that the Indiana team was icing out White Sheezers. Why don't this team just ice her out on offense? Just don't even look her way. I don't care how much she claps and calls and is open for the ball. I would literally say, hush, move, set a screen. I think Christy Wallace should just set screens. That's it. That's it. Don't you call for the ball. If you're going to play 18 minutes, she should set 36 screens, twice as many. Every minute she plays, she should set 2 screens for every 1 minute that she plays. Minimally. Minimally 2 screens for every 1 minute that she plays. She should be running all over the place, just knocking people out. Do that, Christy, if you're going to be on the floor. But we don't want you calling for the ball. We don't want you shooting. We don't want you on the floor. We don't want you on the team. But since we're stuck with you, set some screens. Oh, thank you so much. Another super chat has came through. Rhonda, thank you so much for the yarn. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Stephanie Walk said, for the love of God, don't give Wallace the ball. Thank you, Rhonda. I really appreciate it. I agree with you, Stephanie. Just ice her out. Ignore her. If Christy's going to be on the floor, just run her all over the court and just set some screens. That's it. Set some screens. Even I'm okay if she gets called for an offensive. I don't even mind. That way, just one more foul closer to you fouling out. Set some screens, Christy. That's it. Katie Lou, she didn't do much tonight. And Leslie Hall had 2 points. Erica Wheeler, again, she came around in the second half. She had 9 points. Nothing for me to be excited about. Again, I hope she don't start getting ideas and saying, all right, I'm finding my rhythm back. No. I wouldn't be surprised if Christy Sides did something like start Erica Wheeler next game. She had a great game. Now she's ready to go and start. No, she isn't. She still stinks. Still stinks. All right. On Washington sides really quick, Aaliyah Edwards was quiet tonight, which she's been playing really good lately. Aaliyah Edwards had 4 points. Ariel Atkins had 27 points. I mean, she put 27. Most of them scored on Christy. She had 27 points, and Carly Samuelson had 16 points. All right. So, yes, that wraps up Indiana versus Washington. Now, things going on around the WNBA. Breaking news today, Cameron Brink. It was announced Cameron Brink. You guys remember Cameron Brink? One of the rookies this year of the LA Sparks. It is announced this year that she is out for the season after suffering a ACL tear. ACL injury during yesterday's matchup against the Connecticut Sun. And that also rules her out for the 3-versus-3 Olympic team as well. So a lot of pretty much around the league, everyone has been sending their well wishes to Cameron Brink. She put up an Instagram post. She says, "You never think it will happen to you. And despite all the hard work, sometimes it does. This is hard to fathom, but I know it will only make me stronger. I will not be derailed, and I will continue to love this life. I'm not defined by basketball, but it is something that I love deeply, and I will work every day to get back to it. It's not goodbye basketball. It's just a see you later. I'm always so thankful for your thoughts and prayers. Heart, hashtag delayed, not denied. So Cameron Brink is out for the rest of the season, which again, it was like, that was tough to hear because she definitely was making she was making a strong case, at least in my eyes, for Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, her blocks, did you guys see the game she had against the best player in the league, Asia Wilson, and the Aces? Cameron Brink was going to do good things this season. So, best of luck to Cameron and her recovery. It's definitely unfortunate, okay? Aaliyah Boston and Brittany Griner were announced as this week's WNBA Players of the Week. Stats over the last week contributing to the awards for Aaliyah Boston, which was the Eastern Conference Player of the week. Aaliyah Boston has averaged 20 points a game, 13 rebounds a game, and 3.7 assists. And Brittany Griner, the Western Conference Player of the Week, is averaging 26 over the last week, averaging 26.5 points a game, 9 rebounds a game, and 2 assists per game. So shouts out to Aaliyah Boston of the Indiana Fever. All right. Now, news that came out this week. CBS Sports has announced that the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever was the most watched WNBA game on any network in 23 years. Okay. So that game this past week averaged 2.252 million average viewers, which is up 225% versus last year's comparable game window, which was Phoenix and New York. The game peaked with nearly 3 million viewers. Paramount Plus delivered its most streamed WNBA game ever across households, minutes, and average minute audience. Okay. So, to all of the WNBA ESPN analysts, you ladies that's going on these ESPN shows and, making statements like this isn't the real rivalry of the WNBA and, we have other rivalries in the league and they were the bottom teams of the league. Why does everyone keep talking about Caitlyn Clark? White Jesus. I don't know. I could give you 2.52 million reasons why White Jesus is the face of this league. There's 2.52 million reasons why. There's 2.52 million reasons why the Chicago and Indiana is the new rivalry of the WNBA. Deal with it. Deal with it. It's the rivalry. They don't have to be the best teams of the league. They're the most popular. It's the most talked about. Deal with it, people. Get on board. Seriously, the two most popular and the two most talked about rookies face off in a game against each other. That's what's called a rivalry. I don't care if they play different positions. It doesn't matter. They're the most talked about teams of the league, whether good or bad. Deal with it. And since we're talking about numbers, I want to run some more numbers by you. For people that's, wondering, why is White Jesus Caitlyn Clark? Why is she? They keep talking about her. When we talk about the W, there's more people to talk about. Why does everyone keep talking about it? Let's look at these numbers. 6 networks have set records for their most watched WNBA games ever this season. Every single one has featured White Jesus. CBS, the Sky and Fever game was 2.25 million. ESPN2, the Fever and Sun was 2.1 million. ABC, the Fever and Liberty was 1.7 million. I mean, these millions, my goodness. ESPN, the Sun and Fever was 1.56 million. Ion, a network that most people didn't even know what it was. The Fever and Mystics was 1.02 million. And NBA TV, the Fever and Liberty game drew in 430,000. So the next time Andrea Carter, Monica McNutt, Agwumake Shanae, L. Duncan, Jamel Hill, and the rest of you, shut your pie holes. You shut your pie holes every single time you open your mouth as to why people are talking about this and why people are talking about White Jesus. These are the reasons right here. You shut your pie holes hating. People can have opinions. People can talk all they want, but numbers don't lie. So embrace it. Capitalize. Embrace it. Embrace it. Numbers don't lie. Chelsea Gray of the Las Vegas Aces is expected to make her WNBA return this evening after suffering a leg injury during last season's finals in the matchup against Seattle Storm tonight. Chelsea Gray is the player that was chosen to compete on the Olympic team. She hasn't played since last season in the finals when she was injured, but she's going to play tonight with Las Vegas versus Seattle. That game is actually tipped off, guys, so I got to get off of here because I'm going to sit down for this game. All eyes will be on her as she returns to play, so I think she's a key component to get Vegas back to winning more ball games. But we're going to watch and see. So she's back playing. This is her first game since the finals of last season. So she's back playing tonight, and she'll be playing on the U.S. Olympic team as well. Phoenix Mercury snapped the New York Liberty 9-game winning streak this week as well. Guys, do not forget about WNBA All-Star voting, okay? Make sure you go and vote for White Jesus and vote for your preferred All-Stars. It started on June 29th. You can vote for the All-Stars at WNBA.com, and you can also vote on the WNBA app, okay? You can vote once a day. Continue to vote, continue to vote, continue to vote. We do We want to make sure that White Jesus is in the All-Star game, okay? So make sure you go and vote each day, all right? All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up tonight, guys. I'm not going to hold you any longer. Lisa G, have a good night. Have a good night, Lisa G. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, it's over 330 people in the chat. Please, please, please like this video. Like this video. Like this video. Okay? If you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel. Okay? Subscribe to this channel. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Make sure you download the League Pass. And I will catch you guys back here on the next episode. All right, guys. Good night. Thank you guys so much for all the super chats. Thank you guys for chatting with me. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Until the next episode, peace and soul grease.